What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you another one, and this one is HBO's The Last of Us Episode 2 preview trailer. I'm going to go through the whole trailer, give you all the Easter eggs in it, and my theories of what's going to happen in Episode 2. What up to my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the one, the only, the Don Tony Teflon. If you like recaps, reviews, theories, previews, and live streams that you can call in and ask questions, then consider subscribing to the channel, because that's what we do here. Let's go.
You've come this far, then you know what's out there.
So first thing that we hear is a man. He says, you come this far, you know what's out there. He seems to be pretty comfortable sitting where he's at, so he must be in a highly fortified area. I do believe that this man is Marlon. Marlon is a character just created for the show. This character was not in the video game during this time, so I'm really excited to see what he does and what this storyline is all about. So when you get infected by this fungus, you go through a couple of different phases before you reach the final phase, and what we see here is the final phase. This is the infected phase. Now, spore development is the last phase of this cycle of the infected. The lifeless carcass serves as a breeding ground for the fungus to spread throughout the environment. When near death, an infected member will find a dark, moist corner to die in. While this may be the end of the host, the fungus continues to grow. Those living in the quarantine zones, this seems to be the third stage of the fungus, and that is called a clicker. There are 2 more stages after that and 2 more before it. Altogether, there are about 6 stages of this disease. The 6th stage itself is called the Rat King, which is extremely rare and you don't see that much.
You're not gonna scare us. Scared him?
Go.
So these people in the part of the trailer, I do believe, are Marlon and Florence. I do believe that they're married or brother and sister living together. Again, these are not people from the video game. They're new characters. And what we see here is Ellie's attitude. And the attitude is exactly that of what we see in the video game. And I think that she's doing a great job, Bella Ramsey, of performing this perfectly.
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know.
So in this part, what we see is them being stalked by what is no doubt a clicker. Now, a clicker is the 3rd stage of this fungus, one of the most lethal forms of them. It takes about a year for somebody to be infected with this disease in order for them to become a clicker. But once they do, they get enhanced with superhuman strength and superhuman reflexes. So it's very hard to kill these clickers. The one downside about them is they only can hear. They cannot see anything. So that's why we see him telling her to be quiet. Remember, Ellie's never been outside of the containment facility. This is her first time being out there. He has dealt with these creatures before. He's been outside the wall before, so he knows exactly how he has to handle them. But that's what's going on 100% in this scene.
Do what I say when I say it.
Can I have a gun? Everybody I have cared for.
So the line we hear, do what I say when I say it, that is ripped directly from the game. And I think they've done a great job taking these lines from the game and putting them right in the show. We see them all, Tess, Ellie, Joel, walking through a corridor with somebody else. I do believe that this is Kim, the Firefly, who's with them on this excursion trying to get to the rest of these Fireflies and get them safe. We also see them outside, and it shows how just messed up that this world is. And then we hear Ellie ask him for a gun. So in the video game, she's always asking for a weapon, and he's constantly saying, no, you can't have one. No, you can't have one. He sees her as kind of like his daughter. Not yet, but right now they're developing that, and he's trying to protect her from the horrors that we see. But I think it's after this clicker attack that once they get attacked by this clicker, that he does realize that she needs a weapon, and that's why we see her in this scene right now, preparing and learning how to shoot this gun.
Has either died or left me.
In the voiceover, we hear her say that everyone that she's ever cared about or ever loved in her family or life always dies or something bad happens, as we see this bus fitted with like a bulldozer thing plowing through these cars. Now most likely this is the cops that we see looking for them. So what they're trying to tell you is that yes, there are monsters in this world, infected people in this world, but as you see as this go on, the real monsters are the regular human beings and what they do to each other when in situations like this, how they take advantage of other people because they have the numbers and they have the ability to do so. And that's what he's trying to get her to come to grips with, of how deadly and how crazy this world is. And then after that, we do see an explosion on the house. This could be a means for an escape. Again, the clickers are attracted by noise. So depending on where this happens in the timeline, this could be what draws those clickers towards them. Again, the clickers cannot see at all and do not have eyes anymore. If you see a close-up of their face, you'll be able to see that, so they could only hear. So could be that this explosion is what gets them underground and sends them clickers their way. After that, we see Joel looking. Now before, when we seen them all walking together, I said that I thought it was Kim. It could be, but here we have another shot. I don't know if it's the same person. This could be Henry, the other person could be Kim. But again, these are new characters that were not in the video game. They're going to have to add a whole lot of people and a whole lot of story to this game in order for this show to work, because the game is a survival horror game where you're just basically blasting and killing a lot of things and doing a lot of repetitive stuff like going over buildings. They can't show that over and over again, so they're going to have to do a couple of things. And this could be Ellie's first kill that she's getting here on one of the infected right now, and maybe that's why he says she needs a better weapon after she gets this kill. And it's going to affect her, because we've seen her say in the show all earlier, does it affect you knowing that they were once human beings? So we'll see what happens after she gets her first kill.
You have no idea what loss is.
So at the end of this trailer, we get a really good shot of a clicker. That's why I told you they have no eyes. They can just hear. This is what it looks like. Again, it takes a year to be infected with this fungus in order for that to happen. Now, they really did a great job capturing this creature. Now, a lot of times when you do things like this, the creature could look corny. The whole situation could look just so fake, but I think that the special effects people really took their time with the characters, looking at the video game and seeing how that would adapt in real life. Because if you have a cartoon superhero, it doesn't look good, the costume, sometimes in real life. This last scene seems like they're looking over remains. We know that this is a survival horror show. That means a lot of people are going to die. Main characters, side characters, you're going to meet people, they're going to be taken out. Again, a lot of these characters that we've seen from this clip are not in the video game, so I can't tell you exactly what happens to them, but I do believe that one of the black characters, whether it is one of the people that we're talking about, is going to pass away, or it could be somebody else, but that's what it looks like to me. Again, this is horror, this is survival. Not everybody's going to survive. A lot of people you meet are going to be in for a few episodes and get taken right out. That's the way it goes. But if I missed anything, please put it in the comment section. Again, subscribe to the channel, like the video. We do a live stream, call-in live stream. You can call in every Sunday and every Thursday, so make sure you're there. I want to hear from you. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.